Team RWBY meet the Red Prince, and a battle of little proportions ensues. That and more on today's episode of BrobusCast RWBY Edition. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. I'm your host, Brobuscus. With me today is Aidan.
What is your favorite dessert?
Good question. And mate.
I'm curious how this will go.
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
I've just decided to do random lines from the episodes in these intros now.
So, anyways, we're here today to talk about Volume 9, Chapter 3, Rude, Red, and Royal.
Alliteration! Yay!
If they keep this up, I'll be impressed.
I mean, last volume was all one-letter titles, so... Or one-word titles, so, like... Hey, they can do it.
Yeah, at least this one isn't a mouthful.
That's true.
Honestly, I think it'd be funny or like cool if all the like alliterations spell a word, because so far it's P, A, and then R.
Huh.
Like, I don't know if that's intentional. I just think that would be like a neat thing.
Watch, now that you say that, next episode's chapter is gonna throw that completely out the window.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Q or something like that, and then I'm just like, what does it mean?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, could happen.
Alright, so you guys ready to go through another episode with no subtitles?
Yeah. No, that isn't true.
Thank you,
Subtitles
Crunchyroll.
are working.
Just not the English ones.
Yes.
Thank you, Crunchyroll.
Thank you, Crunchyroll.
Also, fun fact about this episode, this is the longest episode of Volume 9 so far.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Because I think both 1 and 2 were about 18 minutes or 17 minutes, and this one was 20.
Something along those lines. Yeah, I think they said, like, as on an overall average, all these episodes are gonna be about, like, less than 19 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Something like that.
yeah. You know, that plus 10 episodes. I think someone did the math on that and said, like that's about as long as Volume 6. So, so there's that. You know, despite having only 10 episodes, it's not like we're gonna be, it's not gonna feel shorter. At least when the whole volume comes out on DVD, which it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, alright, I say we jump right into it. Anything you guys want to add before we do that, though?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Alright. So, we start off, and Team RWBY and Nervous Nick and his flunkies are walking down a path, and they're playing drums the entire time. Okay. It's like, I get that they have a flair for the dramatic, but come on.
You know what, you go.
No, you can go ahead.
I don't know if I was gonna like jump ahead. I was just gonna point out something.
Oh, go ahead.
They're being watched by a blue butterfly, which I guess means that they're gonna be the next guest in the Velvet Room.
It is kind of interesting to me that they, like, focus so much on this butterfly throughout a good chunk of this episode.
Yeah, I mean it comes back later on.
Yeah. So it's like this
I
butterfly.
haven't thought about it.
Yeah,
I
so
was
it's like
talking
this.
to a friend about it before we started.
Yeah, so it's like this butterfly is gonna be relevant somehow, right?
Probably.
Anywho, they're at the castle. I mean, I guess Yang does ask, like, is this a good idea? Ruby's like, well, I mean, it worked for Alex. And White's like, we're not Alex. And I'm just like, girl, we've been over this already. Just go with it, for crying out loud. Anyways, they're here. Weiss is jittering again, because, you know, that's just how she be. It's kind of great, honestly. Anyways, so Royalty comes in, and he small. He very small.
Indeed.
Yep, and we find out this is not the Red King, this is the Red Prince.
Yeah, interesting that.
So that pretty much confirms what we were saying before about Team RWBY not being in the fairy tale itself, but I guess more like in the sequel.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: this prince is voiced by Michael Malconian. You know, from Death Battle to RWBY, and now he's in RWBY. It's the trifecta. He did it.
He accomplished his goals.
It's funny because like the entire time I was watching this episode, I'm like, that voice just sounds so freaking familiar. Who is it?
Yeah, and then I got to the credits, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like I saw the credits, I was like, oh, that was him? Okay, I would have never guessed that. So anyways, yeah, this guy is a thing, and he is very pompous, and honestly, kind of a douche.
What? No.
I know, crazy concept. But yeah. Also, he has diamonds in his eyes. I just think that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what to say next, and this is what happens when you don't have subtitles. Anyways, oh, one of these toy soldiers is like, well, if it wasn't for your kind, you know, we'd still have a king. And I'm just sitting here like, wait, what? Like we're not gonna talk about that.
I guess not. Which kind of makes me feel like which brings up like a lot of implications. Like, did Alex kill the king?
Maybe.
Did the king
Probably.
leave with Alex?
Oh. Huh.
I wonder
There's
if
different possibilities.
I'm starting to wonder if Alex is actually still here.
Maybe.
So she
Because
never actually.
all-
It's like she never actually did leave.
Could be that. Because we all are thinking that like the girl in the opening is Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have heard a theory about it being Penny somehow, like,
Yeah.
but
Like, it would just be like, I suppose I could kind of understand it because her body did fall into the realm.
Yeah.
yeah, like, if a new person was created, but, like, if they're gonna go with that, they're gonna have to give an explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But also,
it had to be a pretty dang good explanation, because I feel like if they did that, then it would kind of like
cheapen. Well, maybe not cheapen is the right word. It would just
Diminish.
feel weird. Yeah. It would
Yeah.
kind of diminish it, and also you'd have to make sure that this new person is like very distinct from Penny, so it doesn't feel like Penny's been resurrected for like the second time, just for like
yeah.
a different appearance.
Yeah, although I did have this thought, was just like, say this is a brand new person, but maybe something about them is like just drawing them to Team RWBY. It could be like a... Have you guys ever seen The Detective Is Already Dead?
Yes.
I have not.
Okay, well, at least Aidan will understand this. But it could just be like a Natsunagi situation. And to explain to Brobuscus, she got a heart transplant, and that heart that she got was drawing her to somebody else.
Oh.
That was very close to the original owner of that heart.
Oh no, that's not freaky at all.
Fun fact about Natsunagi, in the dub, voiced by Aaron Zek.
Oh. Well, there you go.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Anyways, I like how the soldier just says this, and then everyone shishes him, and we just brush it aside. You know, it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's not an important detail at all.
Yeah.
Anyways, Team RWBY make their introductions. They say happy birthday. I want to comment. Good on RWBY for learning how to be somewhat formal after Volume 2.
3.
Those two. Those the dance. Remember?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the winter introduction. So
that! no, I forgot
it applies
about that.
to both.
Yeah, that applies to both. I think it actually applies to the winter thing better, but my mind went to the dance.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at like the other 3. Yang does not look happy. Weiss just like fed up with all this. Blake tries to, put on a happy face, and if you watch her eyes, she actually like glances over at Weiss with just one eye open.
Yeah.
Please.
Anyways, this small prince over here freaks out. It's like, how'd you know it was my birthday? I'm just like, I like Yang's response, like, bro, you literally just told us a few seconds ago.
Yeah. It's like, it's totally not like plastered on posters all across the town.
Nah, no, it's super subtle. You know, I don't know how they figured it out.
It's talking about it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know.
That's a whole new level of paranoid.
Yeah. It's like, this little prince is, in fact, stupid. Go figure. Anyways, this guy gets on Weiss's nerves so much.
So much to the point where Weiss is just asking Blake, did I actually used to be like this?
Maybe maybe an itsy-bitsy little bit.
But like nowhere near as bad.
No, definitely not nearly as bad. But also, I like how like the person she asks this of all people is Blake. If you know, you know. Anyways, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here are freaking rude.
How dare they shove best goals? Don't worry, they get what's coming to them.
Yeah.
Shoves Team RWBY out the way and then is like, oh, we got you this gift.
Also, I'm pretty sure Tweedledum over here is voiced by Ringmaster. So, like I saw him in the credits, and I went back just a few minutes ago to hear his voice, and I'm like, oh. His wife is like, hey, we got that for you, and then shove again. It's like, bruh. Rudith.
I also like how they have like axe, like trumpets, and they just resort to shoving people.
Okay, that sounded really bad on my headphones, but it probably sounded fine in the recording.
Oh, sorry.
Is it bad that when I saw all of them just like playing them at the same time, my first thought was Shrek 2?
That was me too, to be honest. I immediately thought of Shrek.
I just wanted one of them to start breaking out a solo.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see.
Stop stealing all the limelight.
Well, you know what? If he was voiced by Ringmaster, I would just have to make the joke with just like him getting smacked and going, "Enough, Billy."
we're back. I had to switch over to my speakers because for some reason my headphones were just not having any of this call, and the way these two were talking, it was really hurting my ears. So I had to take my headphones off. I'm switching over to my speakers, so if there's a bit of an echo, that's why. Okay, so where were we now?
We were at Tweedledee and Tweedledum presenting the gift.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, and people, the toy soldiers behind them are freaking rude. Just shoving Weiss aside by her head. Anyways, so he sees the gift and it's green. I'm like, congratulations, you are not colorblind. What does this have to do with anything?
Wants it red.
And like the absolute douchebag that he is, he just straight up yeets that sucker away. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Like, we were the ones who gave it to you, and maybe you could have just given it back. But, alright.
Ruby tries to go and get it, but a soldier stops her.
Yeah. I don't know why she doesn't just speed past this guard, but okay.
Probably doesn't want to cause a scene.
I mean, they're already here. They're already this far, so I don't know.
True.
Yeah. Although, speaking of causing a scene, the prince is so enraged by this. Two other guards take those two away while they beg for forgiveness and start trying to say, "No, it was them. They gave it to us."
And then they die.
They
Yeah.
get beheaded.
It's like, oh, okay. Like, talk about 0 to 100.
Yeah. And
Anywho,
Ruby's just like, "Well, hey, maybe we could do something to cheer you up." And he's just like, "I mean, beheading people does cheer me up."
psychopath.
But Ruby's just like, "Well, we heard you like games."
I like the smile she puts on. It's like, eh?
We heard you like games, eh?
I like how even Little is like, yeah, we heard such a thing. Like, So yeah, and then Butterfly again. It's like,
Yes.
Yeah, flying down this tower.
and
I mean,
Boy,
hey,
this-
it made for a pretty cool shot, though.
yeah, boy, this takes the term bell tower to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Because this tower is nothing but bells. Any hoosers, so the prince is like, okay, so you want to play? All right, I can accept that. I can respect that. What do you want out of it? Because there's usually a catch.
Also, I really like the detail that the crown is too big for him.
Yes.
Or them, sorry.
Well, they're a prince,
I know, I just want to be safe.
and they keep saying he.
I know, I've made the mistake before, so I'm just gonna go for the neutrality.
Fair enough.
I just like that detail as well, and it's like quite smooth animation where the prince is just adjusting it
Yeah.
Yeah.
constantly. Like, I like that detail.
Anyways, so Ruby's like, okay, so see, you're about as wise as you are, small. It's like, everyone aside from Little is just like, was that the right call? Little's just sitting there like freaking Superman. It's like, yeah, that was the right term. And the prince is like, oh, well, thanks. I appreciate the compliment. And Little's like, yes! Knew it. Okay, and then Ruby's like, all right, so here's the scoop.
We want to go to the tree.
We want to go to Yggdrasil. Can you do that? He's like, that's pretty far. I'm just like, really? I mean, is it? I mean, I guess, but like, how big is this island exactly? It didn't look. I mean, I know it's an island, but it didn't look very big in that panning shot we saw.
Well, I mean, we know that all the sections are different acres.
I know, but it's like I don't know. The fact that we could see it from I know it's a big tree, but the fact that we could see it that clearly kind of gives off the impression, at least to me, that this island isn't very big. So I don't know. Anyways, after some discussion and thinking, the prince is like, okay, yeah, sure. If you win, I'll tell you how to get to the tree. Ruby's like, sweet. So how do we play?
Which causes the prince and all their guards to just laugh.
Yeah, I guess they're just. I mean, I don't know. I guess they're just not used. They're not used to hearing that question. I mean, why would they be? You know.
You notice when one of them like spits and coughs, it's like splinters.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, is it?
That was a fun detail.
Oh yeah. And how you play? It's basically chess. If you don't know how to play chess, well then I really want to know what rock you live under. Trust me, I kind of want to visit you.
It's like chess and also kind of like checkers as well, because you're trying to like.
Yeah, I guess it is more. I guess it is more like checkers. So yeah, you move, you reach a space, and if someone's occupying that space, you kill them. Whoever has more pieces at the end wins.
And all the pieces that Ruby has, they all have battle damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've had a few tussles before, clearly.
Yeah.
So much so that a few of them are missing, probably dead. And because yeah, these pieces are alive. Go figure. Did I mention that nothing in this world makes sense? I don't think I have. So as Ruby points that out, the prince is like, well, could use those three.
And I don't really appreciate what happens next.
Also, I feel like that was deliberate on the prince.
Oh,
Like, I feel
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This dude cheats, 1,000,000%. But I mean, he's also got a little bit of magic on his side. Go figure. And he makes all of them small.
Yep, and I'll be honest, them watching like each other shrink one at a time, kinda horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why Blake's head gets bigger for all of one frame, and then Yang just straight up knocks herself out. But okay.
Yeah,
I
that's...
think it's just like their limbs are like you don't freeze. Not freeze. Sorry, you don't shrink all at once. Like I think it's like you shrink by like parts. I guess maybe so. Like some parts stay large.
I mean,
longer.
sure. But then why does Yang punch herself in the face?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of an explanation.
Okay. I like how Tiny Mouse is like, yay! Now we're all littles.
But ironically, I think Little at the moment is bigger than all of them.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yang gives a thumbs up. We're good. We be okay. We just be small.
And Blake does remind Ruby, like, the most important thing is just winning.
Yeah. Although morale isn't at their strongest right now because it's like, oh yeah, well, good luck winning when your teammate is already half dead. Something Weiss makes makes everyone very well aware of. It's like, well, no one's gonna get hurt doing this, right? Oh, you know better than that, Rubes. Anyways, game starting. And right off the bat, I think everyone kind of figured at first, it's like, yeah, this game ain't gonna go well. And sure enough, to start off, it doesn't go very well.
No, it's gonna be a friendly, fair match.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
But RWBY does get a couple of her teammates killed, so good job of that.
I mean, to be fair, they're not dead. Once they get on the stretcher, they're just spawns.
I know, but
and
like
start floating away. They do a little like relaxation pose.
I know, but like in the context of the game, they're dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's also like the prince looks at the piece after the white piece gets hit, and then like nods at him, and then he like, oh no, I have been struck down.
It's like, oh no, I am the dead. Anyways, 3 more guys rush in. They all died too. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, then it's Weiss's turn. And, she makes quick work of this red guy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when things start to turn around for good old Rubes.
A little like, cheerful.
They're still waving around leaves like there's no tomorrow. Which, to be fair, in the Ever After, there probably isn't a tomorrow. I don't know. Time works weird in this place, I think. Anywho, so more RWBY leadership and more, Weiss, Blake, and Yang means more dead red guys.
Man, Yang just like pins one down and just punches the hell out of him.
Just like, no mercy. And then makes a smirk.
Also, small detail, I love this. Blake is applauding.
She is. It's cute. And then Yang makes a smirk that I haven't seen memed as much since Zatanna's smirk in the death battle. It's pretty great, honestly. You can say whatever you want about this show. I don't really care anymore, but you can't deny that these are some expressive animations.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, then Blake rushes in, and Nate, I think I'm just gonna pass the mic on over to you.
Yeah, because there's a little part of this that got me all kinds of happy when I saw it. So this piece tries to attack Blake, and Blake uses her semblance.
Yep.
So remember that no aura theory? Yeah, no, that's
Nope.
not a thing.
Nope.
Yep.
They have their aura, they have the semblances. So we're not missing out on those. Blake makes light work of this piece.
It's
And-
very brutal, honestly.
Yeah. I think. Hang on, I gotta rewind because I think I saw. I might have gone back a bit too far. So if you can hear my mouse. Oh, yep. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
What was it?
There's butt shot. Anyway, yeah. Then when everyone starts cheering, Blake looks at Yang, who's just doing that thing with her arm cheering, and Blake just turns away and starts blushing, all embarrassed. It was cute.
Each episode's gonna have some B thing going, I guess.
Look, the past two were like loaves.
Yeah.
This, I want to say like a couple slices.
Yeah. I think if every episode's gonna have at least something like this, I kind of hope that most of them are little slices like this. Like, because they just overload. Like, if they just give us a bunch of it in every episode, I'm just gonna be like, okay, guys, come on. Like, at least pretend to be subtle. Anyway, so Small Prince is mad. Because, you know, he's not winning. Go figure.
And because of Weiss, Blake, and Yang's success, the other pieces start getting more morale and thinking, oh, we can actually win this.
Yeah! And they're actually putting in the work.
Battle cry.
Anyways, Small Prince is kind of a tiny man baby. And it's at this point that all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, because the prince says to us, Ruby, hey, what are you? And Ruby's all, well, Blake is a furnace.
I do appreciate the notion of making that clear, by the way.
Lissel is a mouse, I think. And Little just like shrugs.
Ow. Maybe I'm a mouse. I don't know what a mouse is.
It's possible. And the rest of them are human? Which shooks her own pieces.
And causes some cat eyes to appear behind her. That's not relevant at all. That's not going to be important later. What are you talking about? So that sparks all sorts of red flags, you know, because, you know, that's the only color of flags there can be in this place. And it was like, oh, I know what you are. And his head cracks. That's kind of weird. It's weird
Just a tad.
It's weird and kind of disturbing. It's like, bruh, your head is cracked open. I think you need to fix something.
Essentially, just popped a blood vessel.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for someone to edit it so his eye just turns completely red.
I also like the detail that when he like slams the game board, Weiss uses, I think it's the gravity dust.
Yeah.
To like make sure that everyone on their side doesn't get like flung up in the air.
Actually, I think she just uses it on herself.
Yeah, she just uses it on herself.
Really, because it doesn't look like anyone else moved. So that's why I thought.
Yeah, but look at all their feet.
Oh, okay, I see it now. It's just because I was like, I'm clicking through it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just her.
Okay.
I do like that you can see a bit of purple in her glyph.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Kudos to the animators for just the tiniest of details.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now it's Team RWBY minus Ruby versus, I don't know, 100? Maybe 1,000? I don't know. Weiss does a bit of a Virgil move. I like it.
Blake and Yang pull off Bumblebee.
Indeed. But even the white pieces are fighting. That's kind of rude.
Weiss slices one in half.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, so some of the others I could buy, like, okay, maybe they're just like knocked down, whatever. No, this one's dead.
Well, I mean, we technically don't see the pieces split, so I guess you could like we see the effect though. So yeah, it's kind of pretty much like Weiss decapitated.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, tiny white chess piece.
It was a red piece.
Rest in peace, tiny red chess piece. you will live on in someone's memory, I assume. Just not ours.
Yeah. I really love the move where Weiss also just like takes a sword and like springboards off of it.
And it bounces back and hits some white pieces. Anyway, so remember when I said that some of these chess pieces just died? Yeah, they're not dead.
Yeah.
They fly back, and now they're in the fight. A few of them dogpile Yang. That's not good. And then
I think Yang also disintegrates one by punching a bunch of bombs onto it.
I do like that she's kept that move though. Like I love the like JoJo Rush, like fill someone up with explosions and then just kick them away.
Yeah.
Like it's such a brutal move, but I love it.
Yeah.
I also don't appreciate this one that punches Blake when she tries to get to Yang.
Yeah.
Although I have noticed, if you go slow-mo, punches her right in the tit.
Okay. Well,
I see
I
that.
don't appreciate that.
I was going to go back and see like which one punched. I don't remember one punching Blake. Now I don't want to. Now I don't want to go back. Anyway, so weird little thing that happens. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I've just never seen it before, so I'm like, oh, weird. Blake just.
I know what you're thinking of.
Blake just straight up runs out of ammo.
Which like never happened in RWBY before.
Yeah, so I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, like that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, like we've seen like reloads before.
Like,
but
it's almost like kind of a rule in like most like shows. It's like the characters have limited ammo, but that's never like a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to admit, one of the things I immediately fall back to when I saw this was Blake versus Mikasa. Just all the shots Blake fires from Campbell's Shroud and never reloads.
But I'm just like, I know we've seen characters reload their ammo before, but it was usually like when they just felt the need to, not that they necessarily like had to, like they were like they ran out. They were just like, oh well, this is probably going to require more ammo. I'm just gonna go ahead and all right, we're good.
I did see someone point out that because Weiss used Campbell's Shroud at the end of Volume 8, so maybe she used up some of the bullets and Blake, didn't realize, so she thought she had more.
Yeah, it would be funny though, like I know this isn't gonna happen, but like an after scene where it's like, Weiss, you used up all my bullets. I had
Technically not all of them.
I had like 100 bullets in this, and you brought me down to 20.
I'd laugh if Yang just goes, how does that thing fit 100 bullets?
Yeah, really.
Very clever design.
Bullets.
Just make up some like dust BS. I don't know.
Look, I just never put this thing to have automatic on. I could fire this like a machine gun if I wanted to.
Oh, you know what? You can kind of do that with Blake and Arrowfell.
Oh, really?
I really want to. I want to see someone with a turbo controller play that and just
Oh,
like
that,
hold the
yeah.
fire button. Just how fast does Gamble Shroud fire?
Yeah.
I want to know.
God, Blake in like Arrowfell on turbo mode would just be like, God, you just sweep that game.
I mean, you kind of already can. With
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say, from what I can tell you,
I know
you already can.
I know, but like even still, it's like that's just like easy mode at that point.
Yeah, Blake is just the best character to play as.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too good, from what I could tell.
Yeah, but she's Blake. She's the best.
I never said it was a problem. Any hoosers, you see how we're having all this fun discussion. Well, we're having all that while Ruby's having herself a bit of a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not happy. She's getting frustrated, and she's just like, "All right, you know what, guys, get serious. Kick their asses."
Yeah.
I like
Which
how
doesn't
Little
actually say that.
also mimics Ruby as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lissel does that a lot.
I've heard some fan theories about that, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so yeah, like this all implies that Team RWBY has not really been taking this that seriously. I mean, I can't blame them. They're tiny little chess pieces. But I mean, right now it's like Blake's out of ammo, Weiss is cornered, and Yang is getting dogpiled. So like, yeah, I think it's time we start like we take the kid gloves off.
Yeah, I think it's also like after everything they've been through, it's like they kind of needed that like morale boost as well, like in the fight.
Yeah. It's too bad RWBY can't give one to herself. Which I know isn't important right now, but it was important. It was important the last episode. It was important the episode before that. And it's probably going to be important later.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
So now they're serious. Weiss makes a few glyphs for Blake to run on and run upside down.
You know, as you do.
And then we got probably one of the most beautiful shots in this whole episode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Weiss makes a whole new glyph and gives herself wings.
It's like, okay.
Which is such a cool use of the like the ability to like manifest Grim.
Yeah.
Like kind of reminds me of like Tokoyami from My Hero Academia, where he gets his like Dark Shadow like give him armor.
A little bit.
I also make this little joke on Twitter because Max and I always say like Weiss is the best wing woman. RWBY is just like figuratively and literally.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's just like now I just want to see her some of the full freaking things. Like she tried the last volume and failed. But I mean, this is still freaking cool, so I don't care.
Also, I don't know. I might be like seeing this wrong, but I think after this, Blake uses like gamble. Is it gamble shrouds, or is this Weiss's feathers? I can't tell which one it was. To like cut away some of the pawns, and then Yang activates her semblance.
Oh yeah, it is Blake using gamble shroud. Like a
gamble shroud.
guillotine, basically.
Yeah. I didn't see the bits. I didn't see like the black of gamble shroud, so that's why I was like, is that the feathers or is that gamble shroud? But it looks like the style of cutting.
I think it's gamble shroud.
Like, the sounds. Yeah. Sounds more like gamble shroud.
Anyways, yeah. So Yang just straight up busts out of the dog pile, and her hair is just completely on fire.
Yeah.
I have to wonder if this has any sort of repercussions in any way. I have to wonder. Obviously, practically, it doesn't. But I just have to wonder. Like at some point, like once Yang got her semblance, it's like Yang, your hair is on fire, and she's just freaking out.
I made up something in my fanfic.
It's like
it's in the last chapter. I'm not sure if I want to say it.
Don't, because I'm gonna
read it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it at some point. I'm just like, at some point, Yang's back is probably gonna like light on fire too. I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah. And then we just get the sickest team attack.
Yeah.
Oh hell yes.
Like honestly, favorite team attack in RWBY. I feel like it is so cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys remember when they did the slingshot to the Nevermore in Volume 1?
Indeed.
Yeah. This tops it for me personally.
Blake throws Gamble Shroud to Weiss. They're both on glyphs. After Weiss catches Gamble Shroud, she uses her semblance to make another glyph, where she makes the nice sword for Yang to grab, and using the propulsion of Gamble Shroud, spins her Beyblade style into the table and just nukes all the pieces.
It is so cool.
That's
also,
so cool.
Also, fun bit of trivia. With this, now every member of Team RWBY has used a sword.
Well, there you go.
Which, you know, isn't super important, but, you know, I
It's
just
still
realized
freaking
that
cool.
watching this- like, the fact that, like, that they all used a sword. Like, that's, like just neat trivia, I feel
Yeah.
like. But such a cool attack.
Although on the topic
I have to say, it is amazing that the ribbon didn't get cut
I know, right?
with how much Yang was spinning.
Yeah.
Even though the ribbon's just that tough.
I know, right? It's like, I mean, a basic fire blast from Cinder was enough to burn through it, but this? Nah, we're good.
Maybe Cinder's just that powerful.
That's true.
Maybe.
Anyway, some other small details. Oh well, first off, this is not important at all. But just something I noticed: Weiss is able to make two glyphs at once, two different types of glyphs at once. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if she's ever done that before, but if she has, I don't remember it. So it's cool to see. Also, I think Yang's eyes are a different shade of red in this shot.
I've seen people pointing this out. When she's like full on angry, they're like a deep red, but when she's like calm and in control, it's like
almost orange.
Slightly different red.
Yeah, it's almost orange.
Yeah, like orange red color.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we said this either. This was a song that was in the trailer. The fight song.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And I've heard that the song is called Checkmate.
It's called Checkmate.
So.
Ironically, the move Checkmate was not used.
Oh well. Anyways, yeah. Yang is the Dragon Slayer, confirmed. Anyway, so Team RWBY won. So I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of expected them to lose. Well, we're 3 episodes.
Oh, ye of little faith.
We're 3 episodes in, man, and morale is already low. So I'm like,
yeah, honestly, not an unfair prediction to make. I was kind of like 50-50. But at the same time, it would be kind of a bit weird if like there's like random chess piece guys just like beat up Team RWBY.
well, I mean, they are still probably tired.
Yeah, fair.
Either way, it doesn't matter. They won.
Yeah, they won. Prince is
although they do almost just die.
Yeah,
because the prince decides to flip the table.
Yeah, like it's Monopoly.
You know, as you do.
Thankfully, RWBY's quick to react, and also thank you, Little, for saving Blake.
Yeah, Little's a real one.
Little just continues to be a real one every episode.
Yeah, it's kind of great, honestly.
Yeah.
I like how like RWBY's kind of acting like this prince's like mom. It's like, we won. Bring my return my friends to normal. So then she's like stomping her foot and everything. It's like, RWBY, you're 17. It's like I don't know. Anyways, so hi there, error texture cat.
Yes, Robbie Damon.
It's Robbie Damon. Yes, that's important to note.
It matters for me. I really like Robbie Damon.
Yeah, he's a really cool voice actor.
I think the only other thing I've heard him in is Persona 5.
Yeah, but like he's been in a bunch of cool roles.
He's in Spyro.
Yeah. Like he plays like my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen, so I'm like biased there. Plus, like she's like my second favorite Persona character, so.
Yeah, he's also Hunter in Spyro. And he's also, as of CTR Nitro Fueled, he's Pinstripe. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So he's in Crash and Spyro, and now he's in RWBY. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I think it was also Spider-Man at one point. I don't know.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was Spider-Man too.
Man, RWBY's getting all the RWBY's getting all the Spider-Man voice actors. It's like they have first Yuri Lowenthal and now Robbie Damon. When's Josh Keaton gonna be on RWBY?
No, we need J.K. Simmons.
You know what? Plot twist. We're gonna get Tom Holland.
Oh gosh, that would be the day.
Who, by the way, fun fact, has met Lindsay.
Oh, he has?
When did he meet them?
I was at like some con.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't really remember.
Neat. Anyway, so Robbie here. I'm just gonna call him Robbie because he doesn't really have a name.
I mean, it's either that or calling him them the Curious Cat. So.
Yeah, but that's kind of dumb. So I'm gonna go with Robbie. Also, I know I'm supposed to say them, but because I'm calling him, because I'm saying Robbie, I'm just gonna say him. It's just instinctual. So get off my case. Get off my case before you even get on it.
Also, the cat just lays the smack into the prince.
Yeah.
You couldn't do the one thing you were put on this acre to do.
You had one job.
But I really like how he says it in more of like a conniving, manipulative way.
Yeah.
Aside from just being like, you had one job, bro, and you failed.
So much so that the prince cries marbles. Okay.
Or poles, whatever they are.
Whatever they are, it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, so he goes to Ruby and he's like, you might want to leave. You know, before he changes his mind.
The others are still small.
Yeah.
But they don't really have time for that.
No.
Also, I wonder if the I guess Robbie. I'll call him Robbie too. Why not? So, I wonder if Robbie has because we see when he's brushing up against the prince, pixels go from his body into the prince's heart.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this cat has the ability to manipulate emotions or something, maybe.
Maybe. Also, I skipped over it, but his head does straight up disappear at one point because you know that's not creepy at all.
I mean, we know from the trailer, that's just the thing they can do.
I know, but it's still weird. I didn't exactly sign up to see a headless cat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what else is weird? This castle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This castle is a fever dream. So much so that the way out is through a door in the ground. Kind of. I don't know. Again, this place is weird. So they're home free. Yay! But their teammates are still small. Boo! So got ourselves a bit of a conundrum here. Also, yeah, the Team RWBY are just straight up smaller than little. I guess Tiny Mouse needs a new name. I don't know.
Slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, although this cat is intrigued by the fact that they are humans and different from the others that they've met.
Yeah, others. I knew about Alex, but
I'm gonna guess
apparently
Sean.
more.
yeah, it's probably John.
Yeah.
Although I guess there is also that blacksmith in the opening, which I've seen. I've seen some people theorize that could be Alex. What do you guys think about that?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think they are forging what could be a dagger, which is what Alex had.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's possible.
Who knows?
yeah. Who knows?
Anyway,
Anyways,
there's a bright light, and
bright white
it goes to
flash.
somewhere else.
At least they're not separated this time.
Thankfully.
Although they are still small.
Did the cat teleport them?
I guess.
It kind of looks that way, because I don't get to the end of the tunnel. It's just he looks back, and then they all teleport after a bright light. So, you know what? Good for the cat for getting them out there. I still think that cat has alternative motives. And
Oh, absolutely.
probably can't be trusted.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be upfront. I'm starting to like backpedal on my distrust on the mice, but this cat, oh heck no, I don't trust this thing for a second.
His whole attitude, like obviously he's a curious cat, but like at the same time, it's also a very suspicious cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he's suspicious, and it's not just given away within the first interaction with him, unlike another role from the same guy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, he's acting a bit suspicious, but it also might just be, well, you know, he's like a cat, so, you know, cats can be a bit of a dick sometime.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I mean, look, I love my cat, he is the greatest, but he can be a wee arsehole, so...
Anyways, butterfly!
Again?
It's a different butterfly, though. This one's yellow.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a theory on these butterflies, and I was talking to a friend about this before we started. You know that caterpillar in the opening?
Yeah?
Yeah, what if these are their scouts? Basically.
Oh, no.
Just like, oh, there are humans here again? Hey, go check that out.
I mean, I guess it would give points of credit to the cat, but I mean, I know he's chasing after them because get it, because he's cat. But
Because cat.
yeah. Also, we gloss over it because again, I don't have subtitles, but Weiss does straight up say it's like, yeah, great. So we're not in the fairy tale. We're in its stupid sequel. It's like.
We're in the direct-to-VHS sequel.
Yeah. Also, she's petting Little. That's adorable. Anyways, Blake points out like, oh, I get it. It's the curious cat.
Yeah, they tell Ruby, follow that cat, and Little's not happy about there being another cat.
I wonder why. Also, a little tiny interesting detail. Yang calls her Rubes. Which is...
Yeah, that's been like a fan thing for a long time.
Yeah. I never thought I was I would hear that happen. I'd hear her be called Rubes in the show, but okay.
I mean, it's canon.
It's canon. Sure, why not? Okay, so this has all been well and good, but you think at this point you're probably like, okay, this is a nice little ending point for this episode, right? No.
Yeah, we get this bridge, and I've seen people point out it's basically a yin-yang shot.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
I mean, light, darkness.
Yeah.
Plus, like, the ends of the bridge look like they should belong to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they do. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
So, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but there's like a pipe sticking out like the dark side.
Yeah,
and there's like liquid coming out of that.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, so
there's-
somewhere in this
another
world
one.
does have plumbing.
But there's another
guess.
one. There are two. There are two pipes.
Oh yeah, I've seen
yeah.
that one now.
Oh, there's
Also,
there's a third one. I just noticed it under the bridge. Like
Oh
right
yeah, I see
underneath
that now
it.
too.
Oh.
Huh. Weird.
Yes, the Super Mario world.
True. But anyway, so why are we seeing a yin-yang bridge, you might be asking? Well, you have no time we don't have time to answer that because the Jabberwocker comes in. And it cuts itself on grass. Okay.
And yeah, its blood is red.
Okay.
That's not concerning.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then it starts like looking around for stuff, and there's a structure that looks like a scythe behind it. Just throwing it out there.
oh yeah, huh.
It picks
Talk
up.
about fixing something.
Yeah, it picks up something. I cannot make out what it's supposed to be, and then yeets
And
it.
it just throws it away. Well, I guess it wasn't that important.
A pink meteor shows up.
Yeah, what could this be? Okay, so, take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. it's a, we still haven't met everybody who fell into the void. And it's a pink meteor. So clearly it's Jean, right?
Yeah. His favorite color was pink the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. No, it's Neo.
Yeah.
Throughout this entire time...
angry, turns into RWBY. And then Jabberwalker's like, oh, who died? Then she turns into Cinder.
Which is kind of peculiar to me, but okay. Yeah, she does turn into Cinder, which is a little peculiar to me, but okay. I'm gonna be honest. Throughout this entire chain of events, I kind of just forgotten that Neo also fell down.
Yeah.
And
to be fair, a lot has happened since episode 1. So there's more important stuff that's come up.
Yeah. And to be honest, I kind of want to go back to forgetting that she fell.
I just like how we've slowly become the anti-Neo podcast. I'm not complaining, but I'm...
Please let this be Neo's last volume.
Dude. Me and Max have the same thought process. Although, I'm strictly saying, I think this should be it for Neo as an antagonist. She could, just stay in the Ever After, and that'd be it. And he's just nah, I want to see her die.
Honestly, fair. But once again, if Neo's your favorite character, all, respect to you, obviously, your choice of favorite character is valid, but our choice of not liking a character is also valid.
Yeah. It's I said this in a previous episode, but I'm if there's any character that in this show that I just genuinely don't like there are characters where I'm I don't like you, I'm also not supposed to like you, but as a character I think you're fine. If there's one character in the show that I don't like as a character, it's probably Neo.
Yeah.
So anyways, so the Jabberwocker's on the hunt, but
and we're just thinking, oh man, this thing was built up as this big threat, so what's Neo gonna do? And they decide, you know what? Neo's super freaking popular, so much so that they kept her around and brought her back. Gave her a book and a backstory. She's won basically every single fight she's going into, even when I don't believe she should. Has a better win-loss record than the big bad, who is an immortal demigod.
So why don't we up
1v1 immortal demigods? So you know what she needs?
So why don't we
She needs a buff. Why not?
Why don't we up the ante a bit and give her a second Neo? Oh wait, no, my bad. A third Neo. Oh wait, no, my bad. How about a whole freaking army of Neos? Yeah, so, hey, remember when we said that we wanted semblance evolution in this freaking volume? We didn't want it for Neo.
I wanted one for Team RWBY.
Oh my gosh.
Neo gets one. And, doesn't even come from character development like Ren. It's just me Angie stamps ground.
I mean, okay, to be fair, that has been said, that is a way that semblances can evolve through,
I know, but Ren went through character development before his
Oh no, don't mistake me one way or the other. Ren's was better. But I'm just saying, it's this is a thing that
also, I suppose this is kind of been hinted at the Neo book. I don't.
Also the opening.
Yeah, also the opening too. But in the technically speaking, in spoilers for the Neo book, so I'll give it a few seconds in case anyone doesn't want to get spoilers for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neapolitan is an alternate personality for the original, for Neo herself, and Neo did create this personality as a tangible illusion briefly, but then it got destroyed. So
yeah,
this system so it's already technically been something she could do, just on a bigger scale now.
Yeah. It's like I guess we knew like she could make clones, but not this many clones.
Yeah.
So like, fair, I guess. But it's just like, ugh.
It's also like, for like, out of context, Neo arrives here, right, in this thing's home, and then like walks up to her. She makes a bunch of clones, and then just has it beat it up as it's going, no.
Yeah, okay, so because we know the Jabberwalker's not dead after this.
I don't, yeah.
do we?
Like,
There's
it'd
a
be
shot-
waste.
There's a shot in the
kill.
trailer of Yang fighting it later.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Like, if this was the end of the Jabberwocker, I would have been furious.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they built it up, like, they had it show up, it's super intimidating. Like, the goal smash, chase it off, but it's just like, okay, it's gonna come back, it's in the opening. Oh, have Neo kill it next time it shows up.
Yeah. Quite the
And
build.
not even, like, make it be a fight. Just have Neo, like, summon, like, 5 different versions of herself and have them slowly walk towards the Jabberwocker and kill it.
And we don't even see it die; it just dies off screen.
Yeah, but-
like, that's also
Thank-
not the case.
Quite.
Yeah, thankfully we know that's not
Quite the
case.
build-up, ladies and gentlemen. Then, anyways, yeah. I admittedly forgot about it being in the trailer, so when I saw this, I was like, did we actually just
You get-
kill it?
Do you guys notice that the lightning is green?
I did
Yeah.
notice that. That's a little weird.
Huh.
Also, do you think this gives more credence to the Neo is the mystery girl thing? Because it's like Neo sends like a clone of herself, disguises it as someone else, and then has it infiltrate Team RWBY?
I mean, maybe, but also no.
Maybe, but I don't think the clones can talk.
That's also true.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring up since we did talk about this before.
Yeah. I need to see if Alex can speak. Because like obviously like I think if Alex is in this world like as like a person that Team RWBY come across, I feel like it'd be like oh, big reveal that it's actually Neo. So it's like, oh, well, I need her to talk. If she doesn't, then it's Neo.
Also, I feel like we would like if it was Neo, I don't think people would care because like at the very earliest, this like new character is getting introduced at like episode 4 of like a 10-episode volume.
Yeah.
So like I don't think it would have as big of an impact if like in episode 8 or 9 they're like, haha, I was Neo the whole time.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, with that, the episode is finally over. So, yeah. I mean, look, all negativity towards Neo aside, this is probably my favorite episode so far.
Oh yeah, it was good. Also, I still think like a semblance evolution for the girls could happen, and in theory, because Neo's like did just now, that could up the ante and invoke it out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't think that Neo really needed it because like she's already been like lore-wise has been presented as like this massive powerhouse, but still, like if this means we get semblance evolutions for Team RWBY as well, I'll take it. I'll take that trade.
Sure.
Yeah, if we get a semblance evolution for even just one of the RWBY goals, and if it leads to Neo finally losing a fight,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cool with it.
Also, like, I just want to say this as well. Shout out to the concept art that's like shown in the credits because this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that making the rounds.
Like that is so cool.
That is.
But like wallpaper,
Yeah.
like cool material.
For those wondering what he's talking about, because I'm probably not going to show it on screen, it's the concept art of Yang slamming the sword down. on the chess pieces.
Yeah, sorry, I should have specified what exactly concept art I was talking about.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's freaking cool.
I think that is poster material.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good desktop wallpaper, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, good episode. You know, I'm generally not one to dislike an episode of RWBY, but when I can sit down and be like, man, this, like, when I'm actually sitting down, like, man, this is a really good episode. That's when you know.
Yeah, that's when you know it's a good episode.
Yeah. It's like usually when I watch an episode of RWBY, it's like I in my head I'm like, yeah, this was good, but I don't like outright. I'm like, dang, that was awesome. Because like most of it is story progression, which is perfectly fine, but it's like, you know, generally I'm more like active about it when it's something that gives me like some sort of like hype, and
Yeah.
that the fight between Team RWBY, I guess you know, minus Ruby, and the chess pieces. I'm just like, dang, this was cool.
Definitely.
And I know this is like common knowledge for RWBY, but man, I need checkmate in my life. I need that song in my Spotify playlist like yesterday.
Yeah.
Already a step up from Volume 8 in that regard. It's funny, I don't know if I actually mentioned this, but I actually had thoughts about doing a podcast on Volume 8 soundtrack, like we did with Volume 7, and then the soundtrack came out, and I'm just like, there's really not much I can talk about here.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, Volume 8 soundtrack didn't really impress me. At least not to the same degree that the other volumes did.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There were some good songs in it, but like...
Yeah, for sure. It's like, it wasn't bad, it was just like, I don't know, like, none of it was really like Spotify album worthy, in my opinion. Aside from maybe the intro theme.
Yeah. I thought, Be Strong and Hit Stuff was pretty good. That was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that one's good too.
I
But
like
it's
Treasure.
That
But
was a good one too.
But it's like one of them was like, okay, so one of them was the scene during the Cinder backstory where during the montage, and I'm like, okay, cool. So like, you know, typical for RWBY soundtracks, you know, we get a snippet and then we get the full thing when the soundtrack comes out. The snippet is the entire track. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I was listening to it, I'm like, okay, where does it go from here? And then it ends. I'm just like, what? You serious? Okay. I understand, you know, this was still, like, during COVID. I understand that. It's like, obviously, like, I don't know, something must have gone down, or maybe that was the entire plan all along, in which case, why? But, yeah, I don't know. Volume 8 soundtrack didn't do it for me, which is kind of upsetting. That's also why we didn't, at least, from my perspective anyway, that's why we didn't do a podcast on it like I had planned to.
Yeah, but either way though, Volume 9 hitting pretty hard so far.
So far.
Yeah. Speaking of soundtracks, that's something I forgot to mention in terms of, like, I'd hit the going over this as well. I want to hear Erin on the soundtrack.
Yes.
Look, she has a beautiful singing voice, and she's talked about it before. I want to see it happen. Well, hear it happen. But...
I mean, if Elm's voice actor can do it, then, you know, nothing's stopping them at this point.
I've said a thought.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
when it happens, what if that's the song?
Oh,
Honestly, I think that would fit perfectly.
yeah. No, watch. She's gonna do the credits theme. It's gonna be another Bumblebee theme. Bumblebee Part 2, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, look, it's either that or RWBY decides to have a musical episode.
Oh gosh,
And
that's
the only ones who are
that's-
singing are Weiss and Blake.
To be fair, though, I feel like
and
of
that's gonna be a
all
hard pass for me.
volumes where that could be a thing, this is the most appropriate one. Because, you know, like, fairy tale worlds, like if there's gonna be, like,
true.
characters singing, like, this is probably the most fitting place for that to happen.
I guess.
Although I'm still waiting on like more songs that are just duets between Blake and other members of Yang's family.
I mean,
Like,
I
had
mean,
one with Yang, had one with Crow. I'm just like,
the fact that we had one with Crow still boggles me. It's still boggling to me. It's like what?
when we inevitably get to the Blake Raven track, can that just be a rap battle?
Oh gosh.
I'll just say Blake has a lot more ammo to work with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So which kingdom do you think we'll be going to next, or like which acre?
I'm not sure, but well, priority number one for RWBY should be getting her friends back to normal size.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're still missing Crescent Rose, but well, this is kind of an issue.
Yeah. One fun idea I thought of, which I know won't work because we saw Blake use her semblance when she was that size, but it'd be funny if she could make like the clones be like normal size.
Well, I mean, Weiss can summon like the knight, have it be tiny, and then grow it.
Yeah.
So, oh,
But
she
instead
can
of
like.
instead
she
of
can
being
have a
giant, it's
summons
just like
help
regular
Ruby.
size. Yeah. But instead of like giant, it's like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's just a bit shorter than RWBY, but hey, it helps.
Yeah.
Ruby's like, wow, you actually made this shorter than me? It's like, that's... this thing tiny! It's like, I thought I was
trying
small.
to help you. I'm kind of limited when I'm 2 feet tall.
Not even.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, that's the episode. That's... And, man, I am excited / scared for next episode. I think one of the guys at RWBY said like when asked like what's your favorite episode, one of them said just mentioned episode 4 was like on a whim. Like
I think I
I
had
think
another one say 7.
yeah, another one said 7. So I'm just sitting here like, oh gosh, like, please help us. It's like, because you know RWBY at this point, it's like, their favorite episodes might just be the ones that are the most emotionally devastating. Great.
Yeah, like one of them, RWBY could snap.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, like on that topic, when RWBY does snap, I know it's like watching it's gonna be heartbreaking, I understand that, but I think it would be kind of interesting, like from a story perspective, like if she does snap, she snaps at her teammates. It's like I know. It's like, man, I don't want to see that, but like, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, Max and I talked about this in our last video. Just like, okay, so she snapped at Weiss for not telling her like the full story.
Yeah.
About Penny, and the only thing we can really think of for like snapping at Blake and Yang is just while they're going
having
through
a ball.
this, those two are just like, you know, how they are.
Yeah. It's like, why are you happy? One of our friends died and we failed our mission. I know they don't know that. At least I don't think they know that. But they did.
But that's probably, yeah, like out of all the things, that's probably like the one that makes the most sense for me to snap at Blake and Yang about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they don't know they actually failed. Well, I guess Jean could fill them in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine when we see Jean, because like we said, he's probably the knight. So like he's probably gonna be like kind of nonchalant about, it's like, oh yeah, we totally botched this one up. And oh, by the way, you were told that Penny sacrificed herself. That's cute. I'm the one that killed her. I can imagine emo Knight Jean being that way. And yeah, once Ruby finds that out, she's probably gonna be really pissed at Weiss.
Oh yeah.
And you know, on one hand, like, from on one perspective, I don't want to see that. But
on the other, it's going to be very interesting.
yeah.
Like, it'll be, like, sad, obviously, but
Yeah.
it kind of needs to happen at this point.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, Ruby can't keep, like, I know she was trying to console Weiss last episode. I understand that. I appreciate her for that. And I mean, Ruby was right. You know, they did everything they could. But it's like, there's got to be at some point, like, I feel like it's. I know I'm talking about realism in a world that makes no freaking sense. But from a human perspective, I don't think it'd make much sense for Ruby, once she finds out that Weiss has been kind of hiding something behind her back, to not like snap and be angry with her. And if she's
at least for a little while anyway.
Yeah, and if she's not, then I would have a lot of questions and a lot more concerns. It's like, for Ruby's sake, I want her to vent out at someone, even if it's not like completely justified. I just want her to get her rage out. She's bottling it up way too much. I don't know. Man, such a hype episode, and now we're talking about depression again. That's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Either way, though, still a great episode.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
I'm just left wondering. Okay, so we saw Neo. So where the freaking heck is Jean?
Well, I think the Rusted Knight is the next person they're supposed to meet.
Oh yeah, because it was
yeah.
Red King, then Rusted Knight.
No, it was the Curious Cat, then the Rusted Knight.
Yeah, but like they've met the Curious Cat, so.
Yeah. So, Knight's gotta be next, but I still think, you know, Ruby, priority number one, get the others back to normal size.
That's
Yeah.
why I kind of think that they're gonna go to like the Caterpillar, next. Because like, all of the dusts and like.
Well, I mean, they're definitely going
magic
to that forest that we saw in the trailer.
Yeah. So I feel
that's
like
probably
I feel
the
like
next
of all
location.
the people that could return, the majority of Team RWBY to normal size would probably be something like there.
Yeah, the Caterpillar's probably just gonna, like, blow that smoke they're inhaling at them, and then all of a sudden, poof,
Yeah.
they're back to normal.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I think, anyway. But it wouldn't surprise me if we got, like, a John scene, even if he's not, like, meeting up with Team RWBY. I feel like we're gonna see something of him next episode.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
like, a similar vein to, like, Neo's, like, end-of-episode sequence.
Yeah. Like him becoming the knight.
Yeah.
Although I guess that would kind of spoil whatever plot twist they might be trying to build up, even if it is, like, the most obvious thing ever.
I mean, I feel like they know that, like, everyone is going to think it's John.
Actually, yeah, you're probably right.
So, like, I feel, because, like, there's not been too subtle about it, so it's either it is John, they know people are going to expect John, and they're just going to, like, make sure him becoming the knight is, like, a really impactful scene, or it's not John.
Right.
Because, like, it's not going to be a twist, it's kind of like, it's not going to be a twist for us, the audience, it's going to be, like, a twist for the characters.
Yeah.
Like Team RWBY.
Yeah, but that's why I think they're probably still gonna try and hide it.
Well, hide it to the characters, not really the audience. Yeah.
I don't know. Because I mean, like, my mind goes back to. Have you guys seen the 2007 Ninja Turtles movie?
No.
I have, but I remember, like, hardly anything from
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, in that, Raph becomes a vigilante. He basically becomes Batman.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that
yeah, I remember this
one.
now.
Yeah.
I played the DS game version of that movie.
But like, they still tried to like hide it a little bit. Like, obviously, like we knew it was him, but they like built up this like dramatic reveal for it from Leo's perspective.
Yeah.
It's like even when he, like the mask comes off, we see him, like we know it's him, but like as he's getting up, we just see the back of his head, and that's how it's revealed to him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's kind of what my mind goes to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a reveal that means more for the characters than for the audience.
yeah. Still, the fact that we're 3 episodes in a 10-episode volume and we still haven't seen him yet is a touch concerning.
Yeah, almost at the halfway point.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think about. We're nearly halfway done the volume already.
I know, right?
I mean, we're already a quarter of the way there.
True.
Yeah. Especially after going through like almost 2 years of nothing. So
Yeah, but then after this, we're getting a crossover movie.
that's true.
That is true.
Yeah, probably we'll do a podcast on that. I don't know. But yeah. So that was chapter 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't think there's anything more for us to talk about. We're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.